Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin.
We've got a hot ticket right here. This is a 1970 Challenger, and this is a real RT 440 with matching numbers motor, transmission. It was born Sublime Green. It's got the Fender tag. It's optioned out with power steering, power disc brakes, power windows, rallye gauges, and the Fender tag is there. This is pretty much how the car was born. The white stripe, the white vinyl top, the chrome mirrors, all came with this car. Go to volocars.com. That's where you can read the information, look at the pictures. You'll find a price tag on every car along with the finance option at volocars.com. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon. You'll be notified as the new ones are posted. But for right now, join me. Let's go for a spin. All right, underneath the car, mechanically has been restored. The floors look like they're really good original. The floors, the frame rails, all rock solid. The rockers have factory undercoat on them still. They don't look like they've been messed with at all. The front end looks like it's been completely rebuilt. The steering, suspension components, they've all been replaced not that long ago. The rear suspension's been redone. The leaf springs actually look pretty darn new. The bushings are replaced. Looks like it has gas shocks all around. It does have disc brakes up front. A lot of Challengers had drum brakes. This has disc brakes up front, drum and back. Exhaust system, you'll hear it towards the end of the video. It sounds great. Looks like a 3-inch exhaust, big fat exhaust. Has a crossover pipe. Has the correct square chrome tips coming out through the valance. Fuel system, the tank, that was probably replaced 10, 15 years ago. Definitely not the original. It's newer than that, but it has a little surface corrosion on the outside of the tank. You look up at the motor, that looks spotless. It looks like the motor was put in last night. Casting numbers are correct, the date code's correct, and then the actual VIN number of the car is stamped on the side of the engine. There's a pad right above the oil pan, so it is VIN number matching. Has a 727 Torque Flight automatic. That's their heavy-duty automatic trans. That also has the same VIN number stamped on it that matches the car. In back, the rear end, it's an 8 3/4 rear end. It's dated proper for this car. I believe it's a 323 gear that's in there. I think that was the standard gear. So underneath the car, very nice and respectable with a few nice upgrades. Now the body, let's check it out. It's an RT, so it has the power bulge hood, they call that, with the scoops and the pins. It's all straight. The gap is straight. The hood sits up a little bit. It does push down, but it pops back up. So maybe the center hinge or center latch can be adjusted and pull that down a little more. So anyway, it is straight. The panels are straight, lines up nice. Door fits real nice. There's a few bubbles way under. There's a few little bubbles down here on the lower quarter panel, way under there. Down here, it's all nice and clean. Quarter panel straight. Trunk lid fits real nice. All lines up real nice. All straight, clean, no bubbles there. None, well, yeah, a couple down here, just like the other side. Just a couple little bubbles down real low. The door is straight. Gaps are nice, clean fenders. It all lines up real nice. Now the paint. Again, according to the trim tag, and it looks like an old original trim tag, this was born a Sublime Green. That's a high impact color. It presents itself very nicely. It's not a $40,000 paint job, but it's slick. This is polished smooth and glossy and wet looking, no issues. There are 2 touch-ups right here. Fender shiny. It's called, I don't even know how to say it right, longitudinal stripe, the side stripe. That was an option. That is on the tag. It came with it. It says RT. Emblem looks new. It has the Penn Star emblem. So the paint's smooth and shiny. It has some chips on the edge of the door here. A little chip around the edge of the gas cap. I don't know why the gas cap's gray. It should be the color of the car. Or I'd buy myself one of them pop-up chrome caps. Always looks good on there. There's a factory seam right here, and there's a crack in the paint right along that seam, just like a sidewalk. The crack will follow that line. The rest of this paint's real good. It has the same crack right in the paint, right in that line there. A couple chips on the edge of the door on this side as well. Now the car's got a lowered stance. I could just tell when I was standing next to it here. This is lower than normal, and just the way the wheel is kind of tucked up in there. This thing is squatted down some. It looks good. Chrome racing mirrors, that was an option. This one's in great shape. Windshield is not new. There are a couple light marks or scratches, but very clear windshield. Cragar wheels, they're sparkling, they're 15-inch, Goodyear tires. Front bumper is worn right on the corner here, but overall the bumper looks really nice. The grille is looking really nice. All this trim is good. It's a little stained, a little tarnished, so it's not new. There are some chips in the paint behind this trim right here. Original antenna, but it's a little aged, and it has bent. It's not supposed to be bent like that. The white vinyl top, very good shape. There's no bumps, no rust under it, but it's not brand new. It just shows a little age. Door handle's a little worn. Has a luggage rack, trunk rack on the back. That's sparkling. Now we'll come around, we'll show you the tail panel, and then we'll open it up and take you inside. Rear glass is original in very good shape, just a couple light scratches. All right, rear bumper is real shiny, and the whole tail light assembly is excellent. I don't see any cracks or damage. Yeah, this is all looking really good. This trim up here around the trunk, very good. Just minor wear. All right, now let's open it up. See what we have in the trunk. Well, under the trunk lid's painted, and the latch is painted, and it's got a sticker. The jamb is real nice and clean. A couple nicks on the edge. Weather strip has been replaced. So the trunk compartment is clean. So I lift the mat up a little bit here. It's got clean metal under the mat. Ugh. Some surface rust, moisture got under there, but real clean. Solid trunk floor, all painted green. Got a spare. I don't see a jack. There's a couple extra parts that come with it. So I'm going to call it a really nice, solid, clean trunk compartment. It can certainly be cleaned a little better, though. Door panels are really nice shape. They're plastic, not beat up or broken. And you might notice there's power window switches on the door. That's pretty rare in a Challenger. I don't see too many of those, and this car came that way. This has the optional rallye dash. It has the full instruments and tachometer. The wood grain, there's a little wear on the wood grain. It's not beat up or broken. And you might notice this used to be an air-conditioned car. It's missing under the hood, but it has the vents and controls. The dash pad is cracked like they all do. If you see a Dodge Challenger that's not cracked, that means they've replaced it because they all cracked. And it has the stereo speakers in each corner because this has a factory 8-track player. The radio didn't turn on, and I don't have an 8-track to try that, but this, look at this, how it's notched out for that. It's all original, not beat up or broke. Here's AC vents, so if you wanted to put the air back in, you'd have a really special car. Glove box liner is clean. Kick panels are nice, carpet's real nice. You got the center console with the slapstick shifter. Little pitting on the chrome. Seats are reupholstered real nice. The back seat's real nice. It does have original seat belts. They're a little tattered or a little corrosion on them, but they're in good shape. Side panels are real nice. Got 6x9 speakers in back, so I probably had a stereo mounted in here at one time. Headliner looks original. It's not ripped or torn, but it's just a little discolored. Dome light works. It's a very nice interior. Now the motor, it's a healthy motor. It is, again, the number matching 440 motor. It's been rebuilt. When you hear it run, you'll know it's got a healthy cam. But it's bored 30 over, has sealed power pistons. We have a list here with the crankshaft, Carter fuel pump, LY rods with ARP bolts, clevet bearings, high volume oil pump, ARP head bolts, double roller timing chain, 906 arrow heads, comp cam kit, Edelbrock dual plane performer. This was done by Morris Mopars, did the engine. So yeah, it's a fresh engine, 2019 it was done. Everything on the engine here looks fresh. The coil, the plug wires, the water pump's aluminum. Got the nice crinkle finish, dual snorkel air cleaners restored. It's a dual feed Holley carb under there, a big one, looks new. It does have the heat with the heater controls. The whole engine bay is painted green. It's nice, solid. Alternator looks new. We just put the new aluminum radiator in here. It's got the shroud and the clutch fan. We've got power steering. The battery's properly secured. Here's the original Fender tag, which I did decode all the numbers. We have that available. It also has a set of Hedman coated headers. We got power brakes. So Dodge Challengers didn't always come with all the frills. You got power steering, power brakes. Don't take that for granted. And again, it's an air-conditioned car. You could put air back in here. You got a jump start on that, and it would be a more desirable car. So I'm going to say this is really nice. The motor looks brand new. The surrounding compartment looks really good. So yeah, there you go. All right, I have a list here. I found $7,500 worth of work that was done in 2019. Service the transmission, fluid, filter, gasket, Hedman headers, new distributor, plug wires, new carb, new rear suspension, torque converter, installed rear seat belts. It's a 355 Sure grip that's in the rear end. That is fresh, rebuilt. Green axle bearings, the leaf springs, hangers, shackles, shocks, bushings, all that was replaced. TTI exhaust is 2.5 inch. I said 3 inch earlier, but it's a 2.5 inch exhaust. Sounds great. They replaced the tachometer. They fixed the 3-speed wipers. They fixed the relay in the power windows. So a fair amount of work's been done to this car recently. Now I'm going to tell it to you straight. This car is not perfect. It's a really good car, but it has a lot going for it. Look at the colors, the options. 440, it's real. The VIN number on the cowl and the core support matches the fender tag, matches the dash, matches the sticker in the door. So again, not a perfect car, but a very good car, solid, that runs strong, desirable, great options. We're not asking the moon for it. If it was perfect, it would probably be double what I am asking. Go to volocars.com. That's where you can find the salesman, and they'll help answer your questions. They'll help get it delivered to your door. They'll help you finance it at volocars.com. If you enjoy these videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon. You'll be notified as the new ones are posted. I'm making sure I put these hood pins in because people complain if I don't. Thanks for watching.